is Tracy, and today I am back with you for my Saturday Slay, yay or nay. And this week, or the past week, my foundation that I was using was the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. And I have mine in the shade N3. Of course, I can't read it. It is N3, and I think that's all it says. N3. Natural Buff. Okay, so Natural Buff. As you guys remember, this is the cushion foundation. Comes with a little puff here, and then you open it up, and there's the foundation. And so I used it all week. I tried it with the puff, and then I ended up using a beauty blender, a dampened beauty blender, to put it on too. I used it with and without primer, and I left it on for like 6 to 8 hours most days. And let me see what I can tell you about it. I took notes, so that's why I'm looking down here. This comes in 11, did I say 11 shades? No, this one comes in 16 shades, and it's $16.99 at Walgreens. And this, I would call this a sheer light to maybe buildable to medium, but not any more than that, a light medium coverage. But mostly just kind of sheer, you know, if you just kind of want a little bit of color. It might even out a little bit of your skin tone, but it's definitely not going to cover like blemishes or redness or like freckles. Of course, you know, that it just doesn't do that. Now it does have a luminous finish to it, so it's not matte. If you're looking for matte, this is not it. This is luminous. I tried it, like I said, with primer, without primer. I tried it with oil underneath as my primer because I was having the dryness on my chin and my upper lip. So it worked well with all of those. And let's see, it did fade around the chin. Of course, you know, I tend to sit like this a lot, so that could, you know, be why it would have rubbed off a little bit. I didn't notice it like transferring to any like clothes that I was wearing or pillows or anything like that. Now it does settle into the fine lines and it does cling to dry patches, but it does have a skin-like finish. And as I wore it through the week, you know, I would check in and look in the mirror and stuff, but my problem is I have like a magnify mirror that's like 10 times magnified. So I would look and be like, oh, you know, it doesn't look good right here. It doesn't look good right here. But then when I would look like in a regular mirror and like realistic, like no one would see what I was seeing in a 10 times magnified mirror. So I had to keep that in mind because, you know, that's not realistic. Now I didn't notice it separating or creasing or bunching up. I don't think it has a smell. Does it have a smell? It doesn't have a smell to it. And I did prefer when I use the Beauty Blender to apply it, because this little puff here is just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird because you got to kind of hold your fingers apart. And I tried using it with 3 fingers in there and it didn't work. So I ended up trying it with the Beauty Blender, and I did like it with the Beauty Blender. So after all of that, and everything went on top of the foundation really nicely. I mean, it lasted for, you know, a good 6 hours. I don't think that if you're looking for, you know, like to go from morning to night to partying, I don't think this is going to be it. But with this is the type of coverage that I like. I like a very light foundation. I don't like full coverage, heaviness on my skin, and I just like the way this felt. I like the way it sat on my skin, and it just had a nice luminous finish to it, and I really, really liked it. So you could probably find this cheaper, of course, at Walmart, Target, and I did find this on clearance at my Walgreens, but it was only certain shades. Other shades that were lighter, darker, they weren't on clearance. So I don't know why, you know, certain shades were and weren't, but I would say if you're interested in it, check it out at like Walmart, because that's going to probably be your cheapest bet. Or if you shop at Ulta, usually they have a lot of the buy one get one 50% off, plus you can use your points and all that. So that makes it a little bit of a better deal. But I mean, $16.99 is kind of expensive for a cushion foundation, and you are only getting 0.51 ounces. So this is like a half an ounce, which is half of a bottle of, you know, standard foundation. Plus the foundation is already sucked up into the little sponge that's in here. So I don't know how long this would last, how many uses. I guess I should have started keeping track of how many times I used it, because then that would be a good indicator of, you know, how many times, how much use you can actually get out of it. I imagine if you don't use it, you have to make sure and close the cap really well. But I would think if you don't use this after it's open, it would probably dry out quickly over time. So my final thoughts are, I really, really like this. I like the luminosity it gave me. I just like the way it sat on my skin, and I just, yeah, it was an A for me. So this was a slay for this past week's foundation on the True Match Lumi. So this week, what I have on my face today, I went with an old Revlon Colorstay. I've heard a lot of people like this. I've never tried this, and it says it's a 24-hour wear, and that this one is for normal to dry skin. And I got this in the color 250 Fresh Beige, and this does have an SPF of 20 in it, which is really nice. So I'm going to be using this for the week. Now, next week when I wrap things up, I'll give you all the details of how many shades, how much, where to buy it. You get a standard ounce in this. I do have it on today, and it went on really nicely. I even got up in my big mirror because I have to. And my outbreak on the top of my lip is finally clearing up, and I've been doing really good at like leaving my chin alone, so that because you guys know I have this little beard going on this side, and I am a really bad picker, you know, so like I get up in that 10 times magnified mirror and I can just go to town. So I've been trying not to do that, as well as growing my eyebrows out, so if they look kind of crazy, I'm using the castor oil on my eyebrows, and I have not plucked them since the beginning of December. It's really, really hard though, because like you get up in that mirror and I'm like, oh, there's one right there. Oh, there's one right there. But I'm just trying to completely leave them alone for a good 2 months, because I read that it takes 57 days for an eyebrow hair to grow. I don't know how true that is though, because you guys know when you pluck your eyebrows, you can pluck them and the next day it seems like there's hair. So I don't know if that's true, but I thought my true test would be, I'll give it the 2 months, see what they're looking like, and then decide whether I'm going to, you know, keep continuing with the castor oil and letting them continue to grow. Because I'm sure by 2 months they're going to look really, really crazy. So yeah, so this is what we're trying this week. Good old Standby Revlon Colorstay. I just bought this bottle. I have not tried this before, so I will use this week. I do like the way it looks on my skin. It sat really nice. Everything blended over the top really well. I don't notice any bunching around my nose, which is always a problem spot for me. And of course, you know, I have lines on my forehead, so it's gonna eventually sink in there. And I stop like here with my foundation because I'm going to put concealer, so I don't want to like layer it up, because I do have creasing under my eyes, so I try to avoid that. And I set it very lightly with powder, mostly here where I knew I was going to put my other powder products, just so that it would be smooth over the top. So yeah, that's the foundation I'm going to be trying this week. Today on my lips, I have the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Rebel Rose on. And then my eyes, I tried out this Bad Habit Supernova palette. I just love the colors. I used this purple color the other day. Ugh. I have this one on today on the lid, and this palette is awesome. I am loving this. They have it as a bundle on the Shop Hush app, and you can get this one and the Solstice, which are both supposed to be dupes for Natasha Denona, and you can get them both for $24, so $12 a piece. If you buy them separately, they are $16, which I think is still a really good price. Plus, if you go to their app, you get free shipping. So been liking this, and I have tried the Solstice one, and it's really, really nice. So that's what's going on my face. And I'm going to be trying this out for the week. And I will check back with you next Saturday and let you know how things worked all week. Because I just put this on like, I don't know, like a half an hour ago maybe. So I will check with you next Saturday. You see my necklace and my shirt. It's an elephant too. I got that at, I think I found this at Ross for like $8.99. So, but my elephant is like my new love. And my daughter also gave me a new fossil watch. So I'm super happy. I love my necklace. It's so cute. Little baby elephant, little mommy elephant. And now I'm just talking. So sometimes I just like sit here and I'm like, And like before I started my YouTube channel, I would like sit around and I would talk to myself, and I'd be going somewhere and be like, oh, look at that. I wonder. And I would just talk to myself, like, because I was by myself. I wouldn't do it like in public for people to see me, or I'd be thinking things in my mind like, well, I wonder how this foundation wears. Well, I wonder what this highlighter does. I would like think, and I kept on doing that, and then I would be doing my makeup, and I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, today I'm using Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I have this. And I thought, you know what, if I can talk so much to myself, why don't I start a channel? And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I don't have a camera, I don't have like, this, I can't do that, it's gonna this and this and that and this. And then like some people that I watched on YouTube and just different, videos I had watched and stuff. And I can't remember who it was, but a couple people said, just start. It doesn't matter if you have a fancy camera, people use their phones. And my husband kept telling me, all kinds of people use their phones, they use their phones. And I'm like, yeah, right. And then I started like, researching, and certain people I would watch, they'd say, oh yeah, I just use my phone. And I'm like, what? And it looks that good. And so then I started like filming on my iPad and like seeing, and I'd watch a video back after I was talking to myself, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I think the first video that I uploaded was like either a Dollar Tree haul or BoxyCharm, and it's painfully embarrassing. And I'm not going to take it down. I'm going to leave it up just so that I can see like the growth that how far my channel's come. I think this is my like 86th video that I'm filming, and I've definitely got more comfortable, but I'm still kind of like nervous and stuff like that. But I just figure it'll get better. So I'm just going to keep all my old videos up, and if you guys want to check them out, you might get a chuckle. I'll probably cringe when I go back and watch, but anyhow, I've talked enough. We're at almost 15 minutes, and yeah, so that's going to do it for Saturday Slay. So we have another winner, which the one last week was Elf, and that was a winner. So I'm on to a good thing here. I think 2 in a row were winners. So that's awesome. Love to find stuff that actually works and that I like. So going to be testing out the Revlon Colorstay, color whatever, and I will be checking back with you guys next Saturday to let you know all about the week. And I've got my little notebook here, so I write down notes every day of like what, how it wore, did it wear off here, did it wear off there. So I hopefully can give you guys enough information that if you want to try it, or if you have similar skin like mine, or if you're similar tone as me, you'll kind of know what color to pick, because I'm really bad at picking out the shade matches. But I've been doing pretty good, so I think it matches good. And that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will catch you in my next video. Don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe. I forgot about that, didn't I? So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. And that's going to do it. And here's Mr. trying to get in on the video. This is my cat, Mr. He's always in here. He's the one that opens and closes the door. So he always likes to get up in front of the camera. So that's going to do it. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.